It's week 16 of the next.
A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in week 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a fourth-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best.
And now off to the races down the right side. Jameson Williams, touchdown, Houston. Jameson Williams. Touchdown on the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough. With a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
From the 35, here's second down and 5. Stroud sets up the play action. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
First down, Cleveland.
The give is to DeMercado. There he goes left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's DeMercado. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Oh, he fakes a spike. And that'll be caught. And he is going to lose yardage here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, Stroud rolling to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Hobbs, and the Texans are going to to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. Well, this defense for the Browns, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Herbert wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Stroud off the play fake. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A run, it's DeMarcano. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Play action. Stroud now. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50%.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nico Collins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Houston set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Open man here is Conklin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Herbert's throw into the hands of McLaurin. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert back to the air. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch on a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll find Williams on the slant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 82 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running, DeMercado. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You've got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Bourne. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble, because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have a football with him at all times.
This is 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's DeMarcano. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Here's DeMarcano. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Robinson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jerron Bentley. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. They'll go play action here with Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now a timeout called for by the offense. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to run now. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So we're at halftime here on Christmas. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for...
And he lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talk.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
At the 50-yard line.
Go.
From the 50, here's Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Hey, go Lion. Let's go.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. Dances by him. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Tyler Conklin from 4 yards out. And the Texans have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And 3rd, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and observe whatever else happens after that.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He'll get this to DiMercato. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Stroud now on 4th down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st down,
Check, let's go. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They juked him. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Right back to him on 1st down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really out in the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On first down, it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now in Houston. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, Herbert. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
Holding offense.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Etienne with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Elliott Good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And Stroud now to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud out of the gun here. This one deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Play action. Stroud now. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He finds Wilson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 24 yards the gain there. And down as well. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Stroud. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And that is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Gets around him. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now Stroud. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Stroud. This will be caught at about the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Here now, 2nd and goal. Here's Stroud. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch at that spot.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Here's Stroud. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Texans down by a field goal, 40 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Herbert going to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Herbert to throw. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Teams talk it over on their respective sidelines. We take a break. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks seconds on the kickoff here, partner. I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dog.
There he goes, right side. Isaiah Rodgers. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Well, we know the crowd is absolutely stunned by what we just saw there. Forget I'm stunned. I have to believe that you are as well. When they finally get their legs back under them, they'll head to